Here the counts down 25 reasons we love Michael Jackson. Sure, there are a whole lot more reasons to love him than that, but we'd be here all day. 25. His jacket game. From that red and gold number in Beat It to the all-black jump-off from the cover of Bad, Michael's crazy jackets. With their bling-y tassels, dangling zippers and regal epaulettes. Were swag on another level. 24. His collaborations. From Can't Help It, written by Stevie Wonder, to Scream, his duet with Sister Janet, to Say Say Say, with Paul McCartney, to Rockwell's Somebody's Watching Me, Jackson sung the chorus. When Michael stepped out of his comfort zone to work with other musicians, the results were golden. 23. He was a boss. Sorry, Rick Ross and Meek Mill. MJ was making eye-popping business moves that make today's stars' moves look like chump change. Much to the chagrin of former friend Paul McCartney, Jackson paid $47 million for the publishing rights to the Beatles' back catalog in 1985. 10 years later, he sold a share off to Sony in 1995 for $95 million. 22. He had game. He may have seemed shy, but MJ had a way with the ladies. Check the video for The Way You Make Me Feel. Over the years, he was linked with such beauties as Brooke Shields, Madonna, Stephanie Mills, Lisa Marie Presley, and Tatum O'Neal. 21. Remember the Time video. Musically, Remember the Time was definitely a triumph, gracefully melding MJ with R&B's new sound and proving he could succeed without Quincy Jones' golden touch. But we'll always love the video in particular. John Singleton directed, Fatima Robinson was on choreography and the casting was incredible. Iman, Eddie Murphy, Magic Johnson, The Pharcyde. But best of all was the setting, in ancient Egypt, a huge, very intentional rebuke to the whitewashed history Hollywood has pumped out for decades. 20. His relationship with Quincy. Nowadays, artists treat producers like hired guns, and the biggest hit gets the biggest paychecks. Where's the loyalty? But MJ and Quincy were different, their relationship a whole lot deeper. The pair's amazing collaborations on Off the Wall, Thriller and Bad were truly a half and half, left-hand, right-hand partnership. The work of two geniuses at the peak of their powers. 19. The Wiz. Forget the critics. The Wiz is a classic, no small thanks to MJ's sweet, heartfelt portrayal of the Scarecrow. 18. He came from nothing. Michael was born on August 29, 1958, in the hard-scrabble industrial city of Gary, Indiana. He was the seventh of 9 children born to Joe, a steel mill worker, and Catherine, a homemaker and devout Jehovah's Witness. 50 years later, when he died, his fortune was estimated to be between $4 billion and $8 billion. 17. His video premieres were events. When Michael unveiled a new video, it was must-see TV. One of the 3 major networks would always air it, kids would race home. Entire families would sit glued to the tube. The next day at school, guess what every kid was talking about? 16. The Smooth Criminal, Lean. You know what we're talking about. Our jaws still drop when a zoot-suited MJ and his backup dancers do that inhuman, defying the laws of physics lean. Mind-blowing. 15. He kicked down doors. His classic clip for Billie Jean was the first video by a black artist to air on MTV. 14. His videos were like movies. Michael elevated the music video to high art. Starting with the iconic Thriller, MJ's videos, with their groundbreaking special effects, breathtaking choreography, dramatic plots, big-name directors John Landis, Martin Scorsese. Longer running times seemed too big for the small screen. 13. We've known him since he was this high. Michael Jackson was like family. Through the highs and lows, we watched him grow up, from precocious, Afro'd boy band leader to shining solo star to the indisputable king of pop. 12. His live shows. MJ's larger-than-life shows were life-changing events. The screaming, crying fans. 4 million of them on the Bad World Tour alone are just one measure. 11. The Moonwalk. Though James Brown and Cab Calloway rocked a similar step years earlier, Michael Jackson brought the moonwalk to, well, outer space. Folks old enough, and lucky enough, to remember the first time he performed it on national television. On the 1983 special Motown 25, Yesterday, today, forever, we'll never forget it. After that night, the moonwalk became his signature move and a global sensation. 10. He made bad. Some people sleep on bad. These people are stupid. MJ evolved fiercely on this 1987 blockbuster, mixing the clean disco pop of Thriller and Off the Wall with a harder, darker electro rock sound and a new, badass attitude. Classics like The Way You Make Me Feel, Smooth Criminal, Man in the Mirror, and I Just Can't Stop Loving You were the result. It's the 5th best-selling album of all time for a reason. 9. His evolution. MJ's musical growth throughout his 4 decades in the spotlight is nothing short of astonishing. From 60s teen idol and Motown funkster to 70s disco star to 80s pop master to 90s new jack swinger, Michael mastered genre after genre, trend after trend, decade after decade, and never looked back. 8. He made Off the Wall, too. Off the Wall is the album that took MJ from teen sensation to grown man superstar. He rocked the disco workouts, Don't Stop, Till You Get Enough, and Rock With You, popped it out with Sir Paul on Girlfriend, and crafted soulful, ethereal jazz with Stevie on I Can't Help It. And he was just getting started. 7. Did we mention he also made Thriller? Really, that should be "'Nuff said right there. But in case you didn't know, Thriller, MJ's 6th LP and his musical and commercial peak, is home to Wanna Be Startin' Somethin', PYT, Beat It, Human Nature, Billie Jean, and, of course, the title track. Talk about an embarrassment of riches. No wonder it's the best-selling album of all time. 6. His music had a message. Michael was never content to just write dance-floor-owning hits. From Man in the Mirror, to Black and White, to We Are the World, which he co-wrote, MJ's music took on society's illest ills head-on, with both courage and sensitivity. 5. His charity work. Michael put his money where his music was. He donated 100% of the profits from Man in the Mirror to charity. Between 1985 and 1990, he gave $500,000 to the United Negro College Fund. All the profits from his Dangerous tour went to his Heal the World Foundation, which supported charities for underprivileged children. In 2000, he actually took the Guinness World Record for most charitable entertainer. 4. The Jackson 5. As lead vocalist, along with brother Jermaine, for the Jackson 5, Michael's soaring, prepubescent falsetto is the crown jewel on classic Motown anthems including I'll Be There, I Want You Back, and ABC. 3. He was the total package. Singer, dancer, songwriter, businessman, philanthropist, Michael Jackson did it all. And he did it better than anyone else. 2. He brought us together, and still does. Michael Jackson was black, American and sang pop and R&B, but he was by no means restricted or defined by any of those things. Michael Jackson truly belonged to the world, and his death made that even more obvious. 12 years later, people from all different colors and walks of life still take to the streets and dance floors of New York, LA, London and around the globe to celebrate his life and legacy. 1. He was one of a kind. No musician has ever had such a big impact on so many across the world. There's never been another like MJ, and we're not sure there ever will be. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more Michael Jackson videos.